Sat Sri Akal, and a very good evening to all of you. I'm sure if you're following us, तो अभी public demand पर back to back हो रहे हैं बहुत ही amazing interviews with बहुत ही amazing personalities. और इसीलिए मैं भी हूँ एक बार फिर एक नई शख्सियत के साथ यहाँ पर जिनसे मिलके आपको होगी बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी एंड आई एम श्योर अगर आप उन्हें जानते हैं यू विल एडमायर हिम इवन मोर और अगर आप नहीं जानते हैं तो यू विल लव टू मीट हिम और अगेन बिफोर वी स्टार्ट आई वांट टू लेट यू नो कि ये हो रहा है एक नॉमिनेशन जो हुआ है फॉर FIA स्टार अवार्ड्स एंड देर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु आर नॉमिनेटेड और यहाँ पे एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया जा रहा है उन लोगों को कि दे कैन कम एंड दे कैन टॉक अबाउट देम दे कैन टेल why you should vote for them और इसीलिए हम उनको यहाँ पे बुला रहे हैं another reason is कि we want you all to know that we have such amazing personalities in our community who are absolutely not just deserving they are an amazing addition to our team so before we begin actually I want to first tell you this award is for all young all-round star rising and I'm going to introduce somebody very shortly but after this. हेलो अगेन एंड वेलकम सो आप लोग का इंतजार होता है खत्म बिकॉज अभी मैं एक ऐसे शख्स से आपको इंट्रोड्यूस कराना चाहूंगी जो यू नो एज से बहुत बड़े भी है बट ही हैज सम अमेजिंग एक्कलेट्स बिकॉज जब मुझे उसके बारे में पता चला एंड आई वाज लाइक वाओ हाउ these kids do all of this so I will not make you wait for further long and I want to introduce to you Shiv.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Good
Shiv.
evening, ma'am.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I am absolutely fantastic. How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much. So, Shiv, tell us where are you joining us from?
Yeah, so I'm located in Aurora, Illinois, right next to Naperville, Illinois, and I am a rising freshman in college.
Oh, that is amazing. So, first of all, before we begin any of this interview and the question answer round, I want to first ask you how you actually feeling like right now.
I'm like honestly feeling excited. Like I love doing this type of stuff. I love talking to people. So honestly, it's just another conversation.
That is amazing. And before people ask who are you and what are we doing here, so again I want to tell everybody listen to what Shiv is about to say and definitely go there, scan the QR code. He is nominated for Young All Round Rising Star. And if you are impressed with his personality, which I'm sure you will be, then definitely do scan the QR code. The votes are open. So go ahead and vote for him. All right. So, Shiv, you were telling me about like a lot of accolades that you have won, and I think there is like a lot that we have to talk about. But before we go to all of that, we want to know who is Shiv. So tell us something about yourself.
Okay. So I'm gonna use the words of my friends to describe me a little. So I like to consider myself a very charismatic and just bring the life to any type of function he goes to, whether it be hanging out at a friend's house or any type of volunteer service. I was trying to bring the most life and energy into whatever I do. The more passion, the more energy you show, it just truly means that you care about what you're doing, and I care about whatever I do. So that I believe is who Shiv Krishna is.
So, okay. So then now I'm going to double click on that. And that's very impressive to say. And definitely I can tell you have a very charismatic personality. I can feel the vibe. So tell me when you say you want to make a change, what is it that you're trying to do out in the world?
So what I'm trying to do out in the world. So ever since I was a kid, right? This really starts whenever I was a kid. So
Okay.
bachpan mein, I've always wanted to be a superhero, and I know
Okay.
it sounds super cheesy, but growing up watching like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, like they always had an impact on me, and obviously I don't have superpowers, so I did the next best thing, which was training.
Okay.
So to make a change in the world, I decided to join the US Marine Corps. So
Oh,
a part of doing that, I went and talked with a local recruiter, and they talked with me, and they decided the right path for me was the ROTC scholarship, which is a Reserve Officer Training Corps scholarship.
okay.
So for this, it is a very, very competitive scholarship. Honestly, I was one of four people selected in all of Chicagoland area to
Wow.
win the scholarship. And what does that scholarship exactly mean? Well, to even qualify, I mean, you need to have top-notch grades because you're going to become an officer. You're in charge of leading other Marines. So you
Okay.
got to be top-notch. So you have to be excellent in grades, excellent communication skills. You do an interview. So an actual officer. So the person who conducted my interview was a captain in the Marine Corps, in
Okay.
'03 in the Marine Corps. He came and conducted my interview. And there's obviously a physical aspect of it too. You
Okay.
need a 200 score point minimum to even qualify for the scholarship. So that is a
Insane.
combined selection of pull-ups,
Okay.
plank, and a timed 3 mile run.
Oh, oh my God. Like that sounds crazy. So why did you actually pursue this? Like what was in your mind?
Absolutely, yeah. So the number one thing that differentiates the Marine Corps with everyone else is that they're the first ones to go in no matter what. Let's say, God
Okay.
forbid, there's a natural disaster somewhere. The
Okay.
first people who get sent in are the Marines. And as someone
Oh,
who wanted to be a superhero, try and help people in any way, shape that I can, I decided the Marines would be the best option because I would be the first one in to go help people. And that's why I
oh.
chose the Marine Corps.
That's what I say, that you have such, like, when people have some good intentions, you know what, even if some things go wrong, you'll always do right at the end of it. So I mean, that's amazing. That is something that's truly inspiring. Like the intention behind doing such an amazing thing is very, very pure. I love it about you. So tell me, I also read that you were, let me say it's right, United States, you also had United States Congressional Award. What is that?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
So the Congressional Award, right? The United States offers an award called the Congressional Award
Okay.
every year to some applicants. So
Okay.
essentially, what it is they look at how much service you've done to the community,
Okay.
how much personal growth you've had, how much development did you put throughout yourself and others.
Okay.
And to apply for the award, you have to essentially keep track of whatever you've done, and you have
Okay.
to get advisors to sign off on the fact that you did it. So you can't just be like, "Oh yeah, like I helped all these kids." Like,
Okay.
prove it. So you have
Okay.
to get it signed off. You have to get advisors, and then a congressman actually reads and thoroughly checks it, and then eventually you get a certificate from an actual congressman that so and so, or in this case, Shiv Krishna, had actually been selected and awarded the United States Congressional Award. So what I did for that award is I had a ton of service hours, and it's not even just like I did it for the award because,
Okay.
as you know, I
Of
love to help
course. Yeah.
people. So with the several nonprofits that I worked with, the several nonprofits that I have lead positions in, I combined all of those hours, got my advisors to sign it off, and then we sent it out, and eventually we heard back, and I was awarded the congressional award.
Wow. So Shiv, tell me one thing. You're doing all of these things. What is the real motivation? I understand that you want to help people, but of course, I'm sure that right now you are getting into college, but like you have to have, like, again, you have great, I'm sure you are like great as a scholar, right? How do you find time for all of this? Like, what is that thing that is really, really motivating? No, I have to study, I have to give my exams, but I also have to do this. What is the spark? Where is this coming from?
So honestly, it comes from like the first, like when I was younger, when I first started getting into volunteering,
Uh-huh.
I was helping a little kid out, and
Okay.
it was a birdhouse activity. So we were in the Hindu temple Yuva Bharati Club, and
Okay.
I was helping a little kid build a birdhouse. And
Okay.
then he said, like, "Thank you, Bhaiya. You helped me build this thing." And he had the
Oh,
cutest smile on his face. And I knew from that day forward, like, if I can put a smile on a kid's face like that to every single kid I help, no matter how painful the work is, no matter how tired I am, no matter how stressful everything is, if I can put a smile on a kid's face, I know that the work I'm doing is worth it.
Shiv, you know what? Like, if every person in the world have like even 1% of what you have, like the thoughts, the intention, I think the world would be so much a better place. That is amazing. Okay, now this is not all. Okay, so everybody who's listening, first of all, again, if you are already inspired by Shiv, definitely go there. There's a There's a QR code right in front of you. Just scan it, give him a vote if you think he's deserving. I definitely think he is. And again, we're just starting, okay? There's like just, I have a list of what he has achieved. Okay, so coming back to your next achievement that
Mhm.
I know of is your Business Professionals of America achievements. So I think you've won several state championships, right, with BPA. What is it? Just let us know about that.
Absolutely. So in many high schools, there's a club called Business Professionals of America, where
Okay.
essentially it is there's several different competitions throughout all areas of business,
Okay.
whether it be like management, HR, finance. They even got medical events now. They have several array of events, right?
Okay.
So what I decided to compete in is presentation management. I
Okay.
love talking and I also love explaining things. So
Okay.
that was the perfect combination for me. And I've been doing BPA since sophomore year. So in total, I was about a state champion four times for presentation management and another time for presentation management team. So
Okay.
five state champions in total. So essentially, what that meant was I went to regionals.
Yeah.
You had to they give you the prompt in around or beginning of the year, and they
Okay.
essentially give you so I prompt I remember vividly is make a multimedia presentation on why community college is a viable option. So you have
Okay.
to go research what exactly are the benefits of community college compared to public and private universities, and effectively come up with a 10-minute presentation on why community college should be viable and why more people should consider it in front of a panel of judges. So not only do you need exceptional presentation skills, you also need to know how to use multimedia devices properly.
So where do we
I'm
see
bas-
that video, first of all? Where do we see that multimedia video?
oh
Is it
man,
somewhere in
so
the social media?
yeah, no, so on my YouTube channel,
On your
I did
YouTube.
have
Oh,
it.
you're
Do
a
not
YouTube
play the video though.
star,
This was from my sophomore year, so I look like a completely different human. But
I definitely want to see it now that you
oh god, no.
brought that up.
But that was the year where they had it online, so I had
Okay.
to online give it. But for the state
Okay.
competition, it was actually in person, so that's where I won. Regionals was online, so you have to give
Okay.
the presentation and you explain to the judges, and that led me to winning state competitions. There's also several other events I competed in. Improv speech, I also got a state championship for, where they give you a random business prompt. You have
Wow.
5 minutes to prepare a 7-minute speech about it on the spot, and this goes hand in hand with another state championship I won, which is with Skills USA.
Okay.
Skills USA is more of a engineering and
Okay.
all around based club, not just business.
Okay.
And in that, I did entrepreneurship. So
Okay.
me and three other teammates had to create an entire business plan from scratch,
Okay.
explain what it does,
Okay.
why it's viable, why people should invest, and what makes us different compared to everyone else. So what I decided to do was a project based on urban development and urban planning. Now you're
Okay.
probably wondering what the heck that is.
Uh,
So
I,
the main problem behind the United States of America is suburban sprawl. That means that suburbs are constantly expanding, which I mean, yeah, cool, there's more living space. But the problem is they're expanding outward. And that is
okay.
not a healthy way to expand. You're using up a lot more land. That means more deforestation, more animals, more traffic. You have to figure out new ways to accommodate wildlife, and that's just not good.
Okay.
Suburban sprawl creates more. The urban planning is the actual thoughtful process behind planning these things,
Okay.
and the main solution to this is creating more walkable cities. Um, I don't know if you've been around Naperville downtown, but downtown Naperville is an excellent example of how a walkable city should be. You have areas for cars to still commute and a beautiful walking area along with beautiful scenery. So that is exactly kind of what a solution would be. And we presented it to members of the US Army and as well as a several panel of judges in order to get some type of investing into the company.
And did you? Were you able to get some investing?
We definitely got some interest.
Okay.
No one was able to invest so far. The investing part was saved for more of the engineering departments, but there's certainly a lot of interest. And the U.S. Army officers did tell me that if I do decide to pursue this idea further into college, they'll definitely think about investing then.
That is amazing. So share. Okay. So now that I'm hearing like a lot of different things that you have, I would say your interest in. So I'm just curious. After you graduate, do you have something in your mind that, I want to move towards this particular direction, or I want to pursue this thing for my as my career? Like, do you have something in it? How is all of this experience? I would say such a diverse experience that you had. What kind of impact it has on your personal lives? And do you think this is a specific path that you've decided that you're going to take?
Absolutely. So, I do have a wide variety of stuff, as you said.
Okay.
The main things and main takeaways you can take of it is A, I like to talk, and B,
Uh-huh.
I like working with people, and C,
Okay.
I like helping people. So,
Okay.
using those three things, post college, I have a mandatory service requirement. As part of the scholarship, they give me a full ride college scholarship, college tuition, and
Okay.
exchange, even though I signed up for it, is I have to serve as an officer in the Marine Corps for 5 years. So for
Oh,
there, you pick your MOS, or aka your job in the Marines.
okay.
And for that, there's several options you can choose. However, I'm leaning more towards either cybersecurity officer or something related with more humanitarian side of things,
Okay.
because cybersecurity will, yes, give me the experience to go back into the civilian world, but also the humanitarian side, that's just the part of me that always wants to help people. So it's definitely a split between those two.
That is amazing. And when you said cybersecurity, I raised my ears. I myself am into cybersecurity.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and I, you know what, like either of the two paths that you take, trust me, there's a lot of satisfaction at the end of the day. Like when you see that you have either saved somebody or you have done something that would have, like, if you did not do your job well, something would have broken really badly
Yeah.
in both the areas, right? It gives you immense satisfaction. So I think that both of these are great areas. So you said you're going to join Navy basically after graduation for 5
Well,
years.
Marines technically, but yes.
What is the difference between?
Yeah, so of course, everyone agrees. So technically, it's a Navy scholarship. So the way it works is the Marines are a department of the Navy.
Okay.
So technically, yes, they're under them, but they're still their own thing. Marines go in the air, land, and sea. Navy
Okay.
is strictly for the sea.
Okay. Navy strictly for the sea, but so when you would be posted, do you think you would be on the sea as well?
Yeah, I could be anywhere. So I could
You
be
could be anywhere.
anywhere on an either Navy base or a Marine base. I can be in both because we're a department of the Navy, so we can go into their bases and we have our own bases as well.
Understood. So, Shiv, now again, I'm curious. You definitely started off with saying that you wanted to become a superhero, and then you had like so many superheroes, Spider-Man, and so many others, right? That you want to be like. But do you have a real life role model in your life, or a
Oof.
mentor that you look forward to, like you always go for advice?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to have to say, out of everyone, I'm going to say my mom the
Okay.
most. My mom, because as you know, I'm a very talkative person. So every day I would sit down, my mom would be drinking her chai, and I would just be sitting on the kitchen counter explaining how my day went, how classes went, how this went, how that went. And she would always be there to talk to me, no matter how random the story is, or if I'm actually talking to her about something serious. She's always there to listen to me, and she's
Oh,
always there to push me. When I had to train for the Marine scholarship, don't get me wrong, I may look like I'm in good shape, but training for the scholarship, I used to look like a laddu.
no, I don't believe you.
I'm
No.
dead serious. I used to look like a laddu. I was short and I was fat. But my mom would motivate me every single day. Like I some days I wouldn't be able to move, but my mom would be like, "Shit, beta, you need to go run outside." So I would force myself to go run outside. She would be there to motivate me. And when I was actually running the PFT for the scholarship,
Uh,
my motivation to run just a little bit faster, run, get one more pull up in, or
oh my
hold
god.
for another 10 seconds would be my mom. So definitely gonna say my real life superhero is definitely her.
Oh my God, Shiv, I just felt like for a minute that I'm a part of a movie, and I'm watching some inspirational movie where I'm like, oh my God, yes, and then I had that rush in me, like, Akansha, I need to do something. That's amazing, Shiv. So tell me, how many hours did you really train yourself?
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've been training with the Marines. Like they have like weekly like PT physical
Okay,
trainings like on the
okay,
weekends, once a week. But
uh-huh.
the amount of hours I had to put in separately, like waking up 5 in the morning to do some pull-ups, some planks, run in the morning before school, run after school, go to the gym after school
What?
too, get the pull-ups. It took a lot of work to go from laddu to now whatever this
The
is.
perfect man. Oh my God. I can't even imagine you when you're saying that you're laddu. Though I'm sure even when you're laddu, you would be very super cute. So, but Shiv, that's very very inspiring. But okay, so I understood that your life journey started with being like you wanted to be a superhero, and you're doing tasks that that can impact humanity, that can make the world a better place. And now you have taken your course to like navy and like marine, of course, and you're going to either take humanitarian, you said, or cyber, either of the two. And you said it's a 5-year course, right?
So
After that, what happens?
So after that, I have the option to re-enlist, so
Okay.
stay in the Corps,
Okay.
or decide to move to a civilian life.
Okay. Why are you so
Honestly,
sad about it?
I know, right? Honestly, it's gonna be a tough decision. I
Okay.
don't know what it's gonna be in store, but I mean,
Okay.
talking with like the captains that I've talked to, talking with all the other Marines, they said honestly, this is a normal decision. People are constantly flip flopping whether they want to re-enlist, whether they don't.
Yeah.
It's a decision I'm just gonna have to make in the future. But what I do know is that my passion to help people out isn't gonna change no matter where I am. So that's definitely gonna stay a constant.
That's so sweet, Shiv. And what do your friends have to say about it? Like, do they are they always like, I would say, um mesmerized with your achievements and be like, at least if you would have been my friend, I would be like, Shiv, oh my God, how do you do it? I like, just tell me about yourself. Just keep talking. Like, I just would want to hear you all the time. So what do you think is the impact of you on your friend circle, on your community group, like people who are like really close in your circle?
Absolutely, yeah. So for the friends younger than me, I definitely feel like it's someone to look up to. That's like another goal I want in my life. Before I die, I want to be a
Oh,
man where someone you can look up to that person and be like, wow, I want to be more like that person.
oh
So
my,
I think I definitely have that effect on the younger ones. For my age group friends, however, it's definitely that motivation to, okay, you know what, Shiv's doing this. I got to get better at this. Let's do that. And I'm gonna be like, oh, cool. Like it's a friendly competition. I want to push
yeah.
my friends. There's a saying that goes, iron sharpens iron, but brother sharpens brother.
Oh,
And that honestly is what I feel like my friends think of me. I'm definitely pushing them to do their best, and they definitely push me to do my best.
that's amazing. And I did not know about that idiom. So iron sharpens iron, and brothers, what did you say?
Brother sharpens brother.
Brothers sharpens brothers. Okay, I'm gonna use that next time.
Yeah, write that one
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah. That's very cool, actually. So, okay, so Shiv, you have been nominated for Young All Round Rising Star, right? So, all our viewers, or young kids, or like people your age, or my age, or elder to us, when they're looking at you, and one message that they want from you, that hey Shiv, what would you suggest to the younger generation and to people older than you? If you want to suggest one thing, or maybe two, that's okay. What would you say to them?
I would definitely say that don't give up on your dreams. However, going off of that, dreams only stay dreams if you stay on the bed. Now, another way to interpret that is, oh yeah, I want to be a superhero. I say as I'm laying down in my bed at 10 p.m. Like, no, like
Yeah,
if you want to be a superhero, you got to go get up out of your bed and you got to start flying, man. That's what happened to me. Like, yeah, I wanted to be a superhero and I could have stayed at Laddu. No, I put in the effort. I want to be a superhero. I want to be a Superman who people can look up to. So I put in the work to be like a Superman. That's
yeah,
essentially what the saying is. I'm not saying like go run 10 miles. Like, no, no, no. Whatever your dreams are,
yeah.
don't just think about them in bed. Get up and go actually shoot for them. Even if you like shoot for the moon, and if you miss, guess what? You're gonna be among the stars. So just keep
Wow.
on pushing no matter what. Don't ever give up on your dreams.
That's amazing. I think that should be everybody's motto. Like, just work towards what you want in life, and that's a beautiful, beautiful say. So Shiv, I think it was amazing talking to you. But before we wrap up the call, again, I want to ask and actually appeal this time to everybody who's live or not live. Maybe if they join after our conversation ends, please do scan this QR code. I am absolutely thrilled to meet Shiv, and just I'm very very, first of all, I'm very very happy that I got an opportunity to meet you, Shiv. So
Absolutely, man.
I just want to say to everybody who is listening right now, please just scan the QR code. And if you think and if you're also impressed as I am with Shiv's achievements, then definitely do go vote for him. I know, again, Shiv, irrespective of whether you win or not, you trust me, you are a winner for a lot of people, and of course, like the entire community is super proud of you. So again, irrespective of whether you win or not, you are a winner already.
Thank you so
So
much, ma'am. I really do
thank
appreciate
you
those
for
words.
doing this amazing, amazing work for everybody, right? So thank you so much. But before we wrap up, do you have a last message to say that to your audience, or do you want to appeal? Whatever you want. The stage is yours.
Um, Once again, just don't ever give up on your dreams. Imagine me literally 1 year ago. I wouldn't be in this position if I would have gave up. So never, no matter what you think, no matter how you are, just don't give up on your dreams. I promise if you work and put in the work, you will achieve them.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Shiv. And I absolutely believe in what you said. And I'm sure everybody who's listening would agree to what you're saying. So first of all, thank you so much. And I'm super proud that, we have such amazing young generation coming up and just being super wise, right? Like it just sometimes overwhelms me. So again, thank you so much, Shiv, and all the
Thank you so
very
much, man.
best. Uh, I really, 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 really hope that you win. And again, we all are super proud. I am extremely thrilled to meet you. So thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Looking forward to it,
All right. All right. See you. Bye.
ma'am. Goodbye. Thank